Hello. Situ. Jacket.
Yes, Chair, what did you say?
Are you still in the jacket?
Yeah, I feel a little cool, so that's why.
Okay, you're feeling cold, right? Great. So who's left? William is already here. And then Shanley is not here, right? Shanley, and then Ipo. Okay. And then Cao Mian. Okay, so whatever. While you're waiting for your friends, then let's start. What was your homework? Thank you so much for your homework. And I saw most of you. Yeah, here I see Pio Situ, Nora, Yon Yamon, Mim Yano, yes. And then Tanda Ao, Jotin Sa Jo, Crystal, Ichamo, Nichi Tapai, and Chin, Ipom Yakai, and Shelly. Yes. How about Gomye? How about Elvin? Hello? Do you meet with Elvin? No. Since morning? Oh, okay. No answer yet. Hello. Why you are very silent? Why you are so silent?
What did you ask?
I ask you, why are you so silent? William, haven't you got enough sleep?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
why?
right, yes.
Why? You play game?
No, yeah. No, I won't play game. Yes. A bit tired.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
I want to begin. That's right.
You want to?
I can.
You want to begin? How about
That's right. Yeah.
how about the
Sorry.
presents for your friends?
Oh, it's fine. It's
How about the
great.
Yes. I mean, how about the presents for your friends? Okay, now your friends are waiting for your friend. Your present. Okay, you want to begin and then no presents, and then that's why they are unhappy and they look unhappy because they are waiting for your present.
No present yet. Because the shop will close. Yeah, because of these crises.
You know that
Yeah.
my happy native is Double Down, right? So it's not far from Pagan. I know what's but the Pagan is. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. You know, that's very easy. You can take a photo and then please share those photos to your friends. Okay, these are the present for you, my friend.
Yeah, I took photo. They can check my wall. I just upload highlight because I don't want to post because so many people that's why I only upload to my highlight, visual highlight. Yes.
Okay. But
Yes.
but I think Mimyanoki is still thinking that, oh, if I look at William's photo and then I daren't sleep at night.
Damn it.
Yep. So what homework did I give you?
Letter writing and reading assignments from page 77 to 80.
Page 77.
Yes.
Give me a lesson book.
Writing book.
Yes, right.
That's
77 to
80.
80. Okay. Descriptive narrative. Am I right? Good job.
I watched the video lessons back for sure.
I sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Keep your promise.
Yes.
280. 77 to 80. That is about descriptive narrative. Oh, the sample letter, right? Okay. Okay. Do you want to discuss about something concerning with the sample letters? Please say no. No, please say no. I have to ask you, please say no.
Teacher,
Oh yeah, thank you. Please.
teacher, I have some questions. I don't understand some Indian verbs, so I want you to explain.
Yeah, which one?
For example, page 78,
Mm.
and I think for point 16, I got back at him.
16 until I got back at him. Okay.
Okay, what does that mean?
Is anyone who want to answer? No. Nora said no. Okay, Sidhu. I worry that your friends are going to be sleepy. That's why I want to wake them up.
Yeah, as you wish.
Yes. Hello.
Teacher, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay, Dana.
Teacher, I just got in here and I have an issue with the Zoom in the computer, so I joined with my phone. And can I like turn off my camera for today? Because like there's an electricity cut off here also. Is it okay?
Okay. Yeah, I agree
I'm
to
sorry.
it.
I'm
I
sorry
agree to
for
it.
the inconvenience.
Yeah, I agree to it. But one thing I would like to request you.
Yes, teacher.
Can you change? Can you change your logo, because the logo the one. Okay, his eyes are too big, and I'm really afraid of his eyes.
Oh, teacher is cute.
No, just a joke. How can you get that photo? Okay.
Good. Yes.
How can you get that photo? You see, Uncle, you see Alvin's photo, okay? Alvin photos look like him, okay? Like him.
Teacher, internet is wide, teacher. You can get anything from there.
Okay. So then now we are now discussing about one of the phrase that's supposed to ask. He doesn't understand. He wanna know what's the meaning of I got back at him on page number 78.
Isn't it to get back at someone? Like when you lose a job and you get it back, yeah, you get it back to
Oh, where? Page 78.
60.
And 78, the number is 16. The phrase is at 16.
16.
Mm.
I got back isn't something like a revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something used for like revenge. You got back him, like he like joke you for something and then you have to get back to him.
Mm.
Yeah. Revenge, but I think like a how to say, a bit softer or politer way.
Mm. Siddhu, you got it?
Yes,
Okay.
I got it. Thanks.
And then Siddhu, I want to suggest you one thing, if you don't know, if you see such kind of phrases, and if you don't know, you have to read the previous sentences. Okay. Not only, the idiom, but also other new words as well. Okay. While you are reading, you would see some of the words that you are not familiar. At the time, you have to read the previous information and the information about the information after the new words, the strange words, so you can guess.
Okay, thanks for advice.
Yeah, welcome. Yes. And then next one. Is there anyone? Yeah. Okay. Sidhu, take your time. We are waiting. I'm waiting for your question, right? So, is there anyone who wants to discuss about the letter on page number 77? Hello? Anybody else? Are you there? Who would like to discuss the letter on page number 77? No one?
Okay. I think I will go first.
Thank
I think everyone just recently have their lunch and get a little sleepy.
Yeah, I think so. And later on, and I think I better ask them to jump up, right? Clap and jump, clap and jump. Okay, yeah, sit there.
How can I say this? I will read. I will read all the paragraphs because it is short. I will read
If I think I'm afraid that if you read the whole letter and that you are friends, they will listen like that. Okay, they will listen like this, right? So can you explain just the points, please?
Okay.
Yeah, you can see Jin Xian Dan, okay? And Jin Xian Dan's eyes are very narrow right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the phrase ones, home grammars, 80 party want is a correct use of a grammar and idiom. Great. And for the second phrase, drives apps, For that kind of phrase, it's used in when someone is wearing a costume. So instead of that, we should use smartly dressed or headcloth marks or in their bags clothes. And for the third one, giving a name is a form of personalization. So we should use that kind of personalization often. And for the fourth one, Max came in that also name green shapes or X uh, uh, personalization code. The shape is common information. That shape is common information shared between the writer and the reader of the letter. And for the fifth phrase, you know how much I hate him. Good personalizing to my backlash. It is a little confused. We should use unlucky for me or as luck would have it. And for the seventh point, you know how short he is. Good personalizing. And for the eighth point, he stepped on my feet twice. Good humor. Um, and and for the point nine, the term one footwork laid on the table, uh, round use. We should use one footwork brought in. And for the point temps, uh, remove their father because I guess is no for the reader. The reader also know against. So we should remove their father. And for the point 11, it is a little short, so we should use all in all it works fun. And for the point 12, good link. It is a good link to back to granddad edit. So general comments, this letter contains a lot of personalizing tricks and many vocabulary. So it is a very, very excellent idea, excellent letter.
Okay, yes, thank you so much. Yeah.
Teacher, I'm clapping in case you didn't see.
Sorry, oh, you are clapping, but you can show. You can show the signal.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay.
By the way, excuse me.
Yes, William?
Yeah, what is the best way to remember the vocabularies? Can you please suggest?
The easiest ways is you should practice. Okay, if you have got the new words, you mean the like enthusiastic, for example. Okay, you have got the word enthusiastic, and then try to make a sentence by using enthusiastic. Okay, my father is an enthusiastic person. So whenever I do, and then I try to be enthusiastic to work like that. Okay, so try to make sentences. Later on, you will get into it. That's it.
Yeah. So,
if you learn by heart, that's sure you will forget it.
oh yes.
Okay, so you learn enthusiastic today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe after a week, you would forget how to spell. Right. So try to make the sentence, and you will remember it.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Yes. So here in this letter, general comments, it is an excellent letter, right? So if you see the word excellent here, excellent letter, you should take the example of the sample letter, right? So you should read this sample letter, and you can learn some of the feature and descriptive narrative writing here. Okay? Yes, and then next one is Sidhu, can you call one of your friends out to read, to discuss 78?
78. Okay. Sipo. Hello, Sipo. Are you there? I think uh, Uh, okay, I will call the other one. He said he exceeded, but why him? He asked.
He asked you? What did he ask you?
He just said, why him?
Huh? Why him? Because you are here. And then we are learning together. We are studying together, Zippo, right? Your friends and you are studying together. So your friends want to hear your sweet voice. Okay, so Sidhu, can you choose next?
Okay. Tanda. Hello, Tanda. Are you okay?
Yes. I just got back on my computer. So.
Okay, good job. Yeah, your logo and you are the same. So
you can see my face, right?
Yeah, you're the
eyes.
Logo is also with the big eyes. Yeah.
So what do I have to discuss? 78.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I will just read through the points. Well, first of all, the spellings aren't correct here. Most of the I mean he or she, the students, like misspells most of the words here, and also looking forward to be point number 2 is looking forward to be should be followed by a verb, ing, or a noun. This is like a misuse of the phrase, or also the grammar, and also, well, there are like many inappropriate uses of vocabularies and words in this letter, but and also a bit of like not really much of personalizing can be found here. Well, how do I say this? In overall, I mean, like, this letter is a very good letter, but it like misspelled the words, and then like misuse some vocabularies, and also there are some like grammar mistakes. It does include like some personalizing, but it's like a, how to say, it's a bit, I don't know. I'm sorry, my brain is like quite functioning right now. I'm really sorry. Well, overall, this is a good one, and this is also like a there's also a wide range of vocabulary used in here, and please be careful of your spellings in the letters, and also be careful of your grammatical mistakes and stuff. Yeah, that's all, I guess.
Okay, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much as well. Yes. So I think, page number 79, you would see, okay, so whatever you do, okay, whatever you read, only just maybe if you are going to read the sample letter, you better read the question first and what the question asks, and you have to compare, what the sample letter answer and what the question asks, okay? And question asks, write a letter to a friend about a sports day that was held recently at your school. Now you have 2 points. The first one is you have to write about a sports day. And the second point, the second phrase said that held recently. Okay, so you have to make a cycle of those 2 words. The first one is a sports day. You have to write about a sports day. And second one is it doesn't take time. It doesn't, it was not talking, it was not, you don't need to write, how shall I say, the past situation, the past event, okay? You have to write held recently. If you see the word recently, you have to know what you have to write, okay? Because the text also there was also explanation about if you see recently, okay, how to write if you see recently, right? So there are 2 points in the question. And then when we read the whole letter, and generally it said that it is an excellent letter, but you see the letter is too long. Okay, so the letter is too long, so you don't have much time in the exam, right? So you have got an hour for writing. So among those an hour, you have to manage. You have to finish, okay, to manage your writing. So the long letter is not good for you. And then next one is there are not register mistakes. Okay, so there is no register mistakes. This is also, you should learn it. And the style is very appropriate. Okay, the style is very appropriate mean that the question asked him to write a sports day, which was held recently. And the writer also, he wrote with the correct, correct registration, correct style. That's why it's that very appropriate. Okay, let's see on page number 80. Okay, on page number 80, you have to write a letter to a friend about a festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown or village. Yes, okay. Nora, can you read the question and can you make a cycle or highlights of the important points in the question?
Write a letter to your friend about a festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown and village. Like I have to tell the points, main points.
Yeah, the points in the questions, yes.
Okay. A festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown or village.
Okay. So actually there are 4 points, right? You have to cycle or you have to highlight. The first one is you have to write a friend. Okay. The first point is a friend. Second one is a festival or carnival, right? Third one is took place. Took place, right? It took place recently. And the fourth one is hometown, your hometown or village, right? If the question asks you to write about your hometown or village, you have to mention only just the carnival or the festival which was held in your hometown. Okay, so you have to realize like that. And then next one is here general comments. It's an excellent letter as well. The introduction is simple and direct, so you should learn the how to write the simple and direct introduction. Next one is a variety of incidents to help create interest. Okay, let's see how many incidents here. It includes a variety of incidents. Let's see how many incidents did he mention. Charlie, are you there?
Yes, Chair, I'm here.
Okay, we are now reading page number 80. And your friends are looking for the incident.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes. Do you see? How many incidents do you see?
I saw only one, Chair.
Okay, only one, yes. What is it?
One child balloon managed to escape his clutch and flew away.
Flew away, and the other children.
Sarah,
Yeah, actually, this is not done yet, right? So the other children thought it was a game. So they all release all of their balloons into the sky. Yeah, this is one of the incident. And then anything else? Nichi?
I'm not done.
Sorry?
I'm still looking.
I'm still looking for it. Yeah. So, Crystal?
I think like the election of the Spring Queen. Is that an incident?
Actually, do you see that streamers and bunting were all around the stall and tents? Okay. Yeah, so do you, then dangerously tempting. Okay, that's the second incident, right? Dangerously tempting smells were different out from the food corner. A marching band in front of the floats that were in their procession consists of volunteer students from all the schools. But don't you think that is another incident?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, thank you. I think you don't have any more question about it, right? Yes. So I have got an idea to teach school magazine article on page number 124. Wow, William, only just the beginning and then you start yawning? You start yawning? Okay, so how many people's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hello, Zebo, are you there? I think Zebo is speaking to me with the telepathy. I should practice meditation to talk to Zebo because he usually speak with his mind, right? So I have to listen to his heart. Okay, I'm going to make a group. How many people do you want? How many people in the group do you want? 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 people? 3 people?
As you wish, teacher.
Yeah, Miano is speaking alone, I think.
No, I'm counting the people.
Counting the people. Yes, that's great. Okay, Miano, can you help me? Yes. Yeah, count the people and then how many groups can I make? Maybe 3 into 1.
Yeah, that's 15, so why not 5?
I worry one thing. That's if there are many members in your group, you will miss the discussions and then you will have a chat. That's why.
Yeah, if we have many members, we don't need to do a lot.
Yes, and then you have match chat. That's why.
so on about 3.
3 into 1. So how many people how many groups can I get?
3, so we can get 5 groups, but we're not sure about if Sepong is gonna talk or not. So that's a bit concerning.
I have already talked to you. To speak to Zebo, you have to practice to speak with your mind, okay, your heart.
I need to
we need
meditate like 10
walkie-talkie.
hours a day so that I could.
We need walkie-talkie to
Power.
talk to people.
Yeah. But Zebon gave me a promise. He said that he would speak he would try to speak, He would try to speak, but please don't give me a pressure to speak in front of the friends. That's why I daren't say anything else. He said that he will try. Okay, if he say he will try, so how can I ask him to speak? Okay, HMO, and then William. Okay, one group. Ibon, Vimiano, and Jean Yamo is one group. Intin, Juan, and Situ is one group. Jotensa, Nora, and sorry, Tanda. You wouldn't understand the word. I'm sorry.
Why did you?
She will realize that why I say sorry.
I got a feeling that something's coming.
I'm sorry, I have no idea to do it. Like coincidentally, right? It occurred coincidentally.
I feel pressure.
Yes. You know how to deal with the people, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Group 1. Please note down. Group 1. In group 1, HMO, Jishen Tan, and William Hain. William, right? So you have to read page number 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. School magazine article. Do you see what is a school magazine?
Which book, teacher?
The green one. Allison.
1, 2, 3.
Page 1 to 4. Page
Yeah,
1
1
to
to
4.
4. Yes.
Unit
Page
3.
1 to 4. School magazine article. What is a school magazine, right? So group 1, you have to start from what is the school magazine. And then you have to keep on to page number 127. The ending. Okay? Got it? 127. Do you see ending title? Ending subtitle?
The ending of the ending paragraph is in page the other page. What are we supposed to do?
No, you have to finish up only just the ending, a school magazine article ending.
Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. And now group 2. In group 2, Elena and Yano and Shamal. Okay, there are 3 people. And you have to read page number 1 to 8. Type of school magazine article questions. Okay. And there is number 1, giving your view or opinion, putting forward argument for and against. Okay, please make a tick. And then please go on to 1 to 9. And then yes, till 1, 3, 2. Okay, till 1, 3, 2. And then now group 3.
This is 132 is full page or not?
1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Oh yeah, sorry. No 1, 3, 2, just only 1, 2, 1. Yeah, 1, 3, 1 would be fine. 1, 3, 1. Okay, yes. And now group 3. In Jane, Juan, and Situ, you have to start from 1, 3, 2, giving advice, making suggestions. And please go on to 1, 3, 3 and 1, 3, 4 as sample letter. Okay. And group 4, Jotinza, Nora, and Shelly. You have to start from 135. 135 to 137. Okay. So, Nechi, Tanda, and Zibom, please read page number 138 to 140. Okay, you have to read a book reviews. Are you okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so let's start. How long do you want to take time? 10 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes first. 10 or 15?
15 is better, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, please note down, right? Please note down and do some highlight because you have to discuss in this main session, you have to discuss again, right? Okay, thank you. Is there any question? Not yet. Okay, thank you everyone for your discussions. Okay, so now let's start to present. Okay, room 1, you have to start from page number 134.
Sorry, I
Okay.
went to the restroom. Yeah, Christian's gonna present.
Gonna present. As what is a school magazine? A school magazine is produced once a year and it's usually printed on good quality paper. It contains information about new and retiring members of staff, news about school clubs, societies, sports, school trips, both at home and abroad, and they exchange visits with language students, exam results, and of course, original contributions. Articles are mainly written by students for students. So when you're writing a school magazine, you for the right approach, you can't give the impression that you know everything and the readers probably don't know anything because that yeah, and you have to be enthusiastic and be convincing because not every contribution is automatically included. Usually an editorial committee reads everything and selects the best. So when you're writing, you have to be interesting because most of the readers at school probably know the things you also know. So you have to be careful not to give them boring facts such as biology lessons. You need to personalize, so you can replace I with we, and it has the effect of personalizing the article. So in register in school magazine articles, the register is used in like school magazine articles can vary. It can be informal, or it can be formal, written in formal register. The format of a school magazine article, there are like 4 parts: the title, introduction, body, and ending. For the title, most teenagers choose to read the title that looks more interesting or sounds more interesting. But unfortunately, good titles don't always jump into your mind when you need them, so you need practice when you are trying to write a title. So an effective title creates interest through contrast. For an introduction, an effective introduction starts with a question that involves the reader and it encourages them to carry on reading. An introductory question can often include topics which a student will not prefer to discuss or admit into the public. So it makes it very personal. Creating interest makes the reader want to read and find out what the article is actually about. So it makes a successful introduction. For transitions, introductions using questions are often followed by transition sentences. Transition sentences are links between introductions and the body of the article. So if the topic is serious, it also marks the beginning of formal language. But for endings, a school magazine article ending should be fairly short and use the same personal style and register as the introduction and the transition. So if the topic and the body of the article is serious and formal and impersonal, the ending will be in contrast of that. The purpose of the ending would be to summarize the article, to express your own opinion, or leave the reader with something to think about. Yeah, this is group 1. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, can everyone catch the points that Crystal discussed? Is there any question? Not yet. Okay, thank you. So now let's move on to group 2, types of school magazine article questions.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eleanor, and let me introduce my group members. Minion No, and then wait, you know, sorry, and me. Yeah. First of all, types of school magazine article questions. There are several types of school magazine article questions you may be asked to answer at the exam, including giving your view or opinion, or putting forward arguments for and against, dealing with problems and solutions, giving advice or making suggestions, and narrative. Giving your view or opinion, or putting forward arguments for and against. This type of questions involve sandwiching a formal body between an informal introduction and ending. Like this type of questions would come with the effect of modern science, the effects of cost on the environment, take sex schools, tourism, compulsory competitive team sport at school, the importance of appearance. For the body of the types of article, begin by writing the first 3 paragraphs of the view and argument composition. For the first paragraph, general introduction explaining the importance of the subject. Make sure you include time fixture and generalization. For the second paragraph, put forward one side of the issue being argued, for example, the argument in favor. Make sure you include views and argument phrases, and joining points and support phrases, and the rest will be presented by Yuya.
Now I'm going to talk about the third paragraph. You need to write forward the other sides of the issues being argued, for example, like argument, and make sure your writings include the 4 points, like joining points, views and argument phrases, joining points, addiction, and support phrases. Now I'm going to talk about from conversations to school magazine article. When you write about this article, you need to follow 3 steps. The first one is add the school magazine article introduction without a clear explanation to get the reader attention. The second point is that at the end of the introductory paragraph, insert the translation sentences to prepare the readers for what is to come. And the last point is after the formal controversy paragraph, write the school magazine article ending. Now I'm going to talk a little introduction about the dealings with problems and solution. It's about the deal with the serious topic of pollution, and the following paragraph is about the article of the school magazine explaining how driver can reduce the impact of car has on the environment. This paragraph is to make the petrols and also readable and convincing at the same time to the point out the facts in the acceptable way to follow the students. Now, Miano will continue the following step to write the article.
Yeah, so basically there are 5 steps when you write about the school magazine's articles. So step 1, before you begin writing about that, it will help you if you put your real feelings about the topic. In other words, from a young person's point of view. For example, I don't care if car exhaust cause air pollution, I want to drive so I can visit my friends whenever I want, or because I can't afford public transport, or because I'm fed up relying on moms and dad to take me everywhere, or because I want to be independent. So all we hear about these days is the environment, and the main the part of step 1 is like when you write a when you write a one sentence, you have to follow up with the reasons behind that. So step 2, make sure you begin with a school magazine's article introductions. Try to write something the reader can identify with. This may be the complete opposite of the themes of the article as shown by the list of real feelings above. The introductions of the article may be something like this, like how many of you are counting the days until you can drive? How many of us are nearly reaching driving age? How are you looking forward to getting behind the wheel of your very first very own car, or even taking your dad out for a run? Be honest, how often do you daydream about being at the wheel of an open-topped sport car when you should be revising your business studies? So this involves the readers and makes them want to continue reading. So you have to persuade them to read your reading with using the correct words and phrases. So on step 3, now the reader get your attentions. So you have to use the translation sentence to slowly bring them back to the reality. So like I said before, I want to drive so I can visit my friends whenever I want. But have you ever stopped to consider the downside of driving, or better, how often do we stop to think of the damage cars are doing to the world we live in? So step 3 is about to pull back your readers to the reality. And step 4, look against the instruction words in the questions and decide which format of writing is required and plan out the paragraphs. And the last one, step 5, when you write an ending of the school magazine articles. So when you do actually get behind your own steering wheel, remember to consider the environment's happy and put a happy driving. And that's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Great. Hello, anyone?
Okay.
Any questions?
Hello.
Yes, you do. Great.
No. We have no questions.
Oh, you don't have any question?
I think it is our turn.
Oh, yeah, this is your turn. Okay, you're very active. Thank you. I think you have good questions. So your mom is thinking that, wow, what kind of question he is going to ask me? Yes. Okay, so now let's start. Group 3.
Okay, we are group 3, and let me introduce my members. We have Nine Darwin, Injinzor, and me. Okay, our group will discuss about giving advice, making suggestions, and narratives, and a simulator. I will discuss about giving advice and making suggestions. Most of the topics you may be asked to give about are usually well known to all students. However, the main key to this kind of article is to find a light-hearted approach to the topics, because this will make a more interesting and more readable article. Okay, some topics include how to study for exam, the benefits of sports, the benefits of healthy eating, the dangers of watching too much TV, how to improve the school, the benefits of accepting a school, the benefits of school uniform. And when you're gonna write a fact article, remember these 4 points. Begin with an introduction suitable for a school magazine article, but without a clear explanation of the topic. Why? Why we shouldn't give a clear explanation of the topic? The reason is to get the reader attention. Okay, second, write a transition sentence or two transition, one transition sentence or two transition sentence to prepare for the reader. What is the serious paragraph gonna be? And two or three serious paragraphs should contain a 5 phrases and the kind of support you would put in a friendly letter. Trying to include for personalizing and perhaps refer to teachers and other students or relevant accidents which may add humor. And the ending should return to the school magazine article times. And in this way, we'll continue the discussion.
Okay, you may be asked to write a narrative about a holiday you have been on recently, a school trip you went on recently, a place you visited recently. Most students goes on school trips with the intention of only having fun and without much thought for the educational purpose. So it will be very successful if it is written in almost conversational style, like you're actually telling your friends about the school trip. You should write with the same as your mood on the trip. And remember that accounts of trips are basically descriptive narrative style, and you should include an introduction which sets the things by giving an indication of the weather, the time of the year, the number of students and the teachers, the type of transport, car or train or bus, the general mood or atmosphere, and a selection of small, amusing incident with no consequence. In other words, interesting but not important. And then you should write a serious session describing the thing you saw, place you visited in the school trip, and you should write about reference to member of staff and other students you personalize. And you should write an ending which says how enjoyable, successful the trip was. And neither one will tell you about the next page.
So I will talk about a sample letter. For the title, A Problem Called Tourism. It is a good title and it makes you wonder how tourism can be a problem. And for number 2, did you follow the rules of the place and respect the environment? It's nice and also is a school magazine article introductory questions. And if you didn't, then you ought to give it some thought. It's unclear transaction. For number 4 is recently is a time fixer, and there has been a great increase in the tourist industry. Is explaining the problem, and a large number of it's a generalization, and it has been argued that it's a controversy. And number 8 is furthermore is a introduction of second point in favor, and leading to is support phrases, and which is the reason for is also a support phrases. And on the other hand is controversy, and besides introduction of second point against tourism. For the last one, you don't want people to think we don't care about the environment, do you? Is a school magazine article ending. For general comments, it has a good introduction using questions to involve the reader, and the subject is treated in a serious way, and the student has included a good views and argument section, and with good use of support and formal register. And the ending contains informal register and addresses the reader directly. So that's why it's a very good article.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, great. So next group 4.
Hello, we are group 4, and in our group we have Nora, Shanley, and me. I'm going to discuss about an article from page 135. This is an article about giving advice and suggestion on the best way to revise for exams. In this letter, it has a very good introduction, which is effective because it does not make clear what the article is about. It is direct, simple, and addresses students personally. It includes friendly register and phrasal verb, which is good to use. The use of capital letters can get the reader's attention. The student treats the subject in a light-hearted way to appeal to student readers. The student has used good expressions and vocabulary. There is some repetition and weak support, but it has a very good ending, using humor to make the reader relax after all the serious advice about studying. Overall, I think this is an excellent article for school magazine. Now Shanley will continue the discussion.
Hello. Hello. And I'm going to discuss about page 136. So question is write an article for your school magazine suggesting how to improve this school. So this letter is a very this one is a very this article is a very short one and very easy to understand because yeah, very easy to understand. So Che, is do very informal or not informal? Because they said instead of using do, you should use.
Yeah, you should replace bat.
Sorry, my background is on. So why don't they why they want to like why they don't want us to use do instead of but.
Okay. Because you have to use but instead of though. Though is, we better use in formal language.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And this one has a very excellent introduction and very good articles. So it's also very easy to understand. And this letter is a very nice one because he or she is only sharing his opinion and he's not pushing or anything. So very respective and sensible. That's all. Yeah, and there are rarely any mistakes. So that's all. And the next present the next one.
So I'm going to discuss about page 137. So in page 137, it is an article about a school trip you want understanding. So the article has an appropriate title and the student has included like minor incidents to create interest and personalizing to appeal the reader. And it also includes humor and it's kind of like creating interest. And there is like a discussion of the weather, the description of the journey, and also a description of the atmosphere. And the introduction and ending of the article are like appropriate, and the ending of the article refers back to the introduction. So overall, I can say that this is a good descriptive narrative school magazine article. Yeah, so this is the end of our discussion.
Thank you. Now you can explain how, how the sample letters describe, right? Yeah, thank you. And then there is one question. Write an article for your magazine about effect of tourism on your country. And next question is write an article for your school magazine giving advice. Right, number 3, 4. Okay, there are 4 question types. Okay, among those 4 question types, which one do you want to choose? Choose one. Sidu, make it. Why? Your nose is itchy? Okay, not so itchy. Technology, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 4 questions. Choose one.
Either 1 or 4.
No. You have to choose. You have to choose one.
I think.
Like either like you can choose between those two because like for question 2 and 3, I think like it's a bit, how do I say, it's I don't know, we for the advice and suggestions for the exams, well, I mean, some of us might have difficulties for that. And for the how to improve the school, it is like maybe a little big, too big topic for us. So maybe either question 1 or 4. I think 4 is like the easiest because the school trip, like we can relate to it.
How about questions 2 and
Okay,
4?
so Tanda, you wanna choose 4.
Yeah, I think it's like the easiest out of this 4.
Okay, yes, that's the way you think. Yes, you do.
Yes, I agree with Tanda.
You agree to her? Yeah, and then anybody else?
I agree with Tanda. Yes.
Okay, yes, 3 votes.
Yeah, I agree with Tanda too.
Okay, 4.
I also agree with Tanda.
5.
I agree with her too.
Okay, 6, 7.
The people always go for the easiest one, so yeah.
Okay. You mean that the easier ones do a little harder, and the harder and the hardest one, yes? Okay, thank you. So we would choose the last question on page number 137. Please note down on your notebook, write an article for your school magazine about a school trip you went on recently. Okay, please note it down.
It's a homework, right, teacher?
Later one. Wait and see.
Okay.
It was like 2 years ago.
Sorry?
Recently, the school trip recently that I went on is like 2 years ago.
Oh, recently it's not been two years ago, okay?
But the last school trip was like 2 years ago.
Recently is only just you have to say about you should describe about only just maybe a month ago or 2 weeks ago, like that. 2 years ago is not recently. It's been a long time.
Yes, but I was saying like I went on a school trip like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So do we have to like present?
Yes, book review. If you have already finished written down the question, let's start book review on page number 138.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, dear. We don't want a surprise.
You don't want surprise?
Yes, I don't like surprise.
Why? So you mean you can say that I am not a child anymore teacher. That's why I don't want surprise. Okay, yes, then.
So we're gonna present from 138 to 140. So yes, firstly, I would like to like apologize. We have 3 members, but one of us left due to some conditions. So please understand that.
One thing's left, Tanda.
Yes, teacher.
Bye. He said goodbye to me.
Oh yeah, he always say goodbye. He always say goodbye, so it's a nice thing. Okay, do not like chit chat about him. He's a good guy. He at least say goodbye. Yeah. Okay. So book reviews. So in the exam, like there's sometimes one of the conversation question is about the book review. A review. That might be a book review. So a book review is it has almost standard layout in English. So how to write a book review? First of all, you have to write the heading. So if you want to write a heading, you have to write the title of the book and the author And also the most important thing is don't forget to underline it, so that it will be a clear heading. So that is the most important thing. Don't forget to underline the heading. And for the introduction, so you have to introduce a book by starting off with the title and the author. So other than the author and the title and the author, what important is that the genre of the book, like because there are like different types of genre, for example, like romance, drama, thriller. So you have to describe what genre was that, and also you have to like describe about the you have to describe about the set, which is geographically and also historically. So basically, geographically is about the places like where it is set in. For example, it could be in France, it could be in New York, it could be anywhere else in the world. So even if it's in New York, is it in the downtown? Is it in the countryside? You have to explain detail about it. And for historically, it is basically mean describing the time. So for the time, they could be past, present, and future. You have to you can describe the exact time, or maybe just describe in the time phrase using like before something happened, before World War II, or maybe you can just describe exactly by using like in 1979 or in 1988, some sort of like that. And for example, if I had to say the example phrase, it is written in the book, a classic romance set in pre-industrialized rural England. So in this sentence, it already described about the genre and also the place and also the time. So please introduce your books in that way. So for paragraph 1, you have to write the storyline. What storyline, the most important thing is you do not write the whole story, because you're reviewing the book. You're not rewriting the whole book. And yeah, you might not have enough time for it too. So keep in mind that you have to review, not rewrite. Okay. So in order to write the storyline, first of all, you have to take the phrase or time at the beginning of the book and skip it to the end of the book and compare them. Like in the first paragraph they might explain like the boy was poor, or maybe the boy was unhappy or some sort of like that, but in the end what happened to him? Did he find something happiness, or maybe did he find some magical creatures or whatever and become rich? You could describe like that, but just mind that you do not write the whole story. So we're gonna move on to paragraph 2, which is about the characters. So the characters, if you describe the characters, you do not list. That is most important. You do not list. You do not say, oh, there's a princess, a prince, a donkey, whatever. You have to describe specifically about a character each. Can you hear the background noise? Okay, I'm sorry if you can hear the background noise. Okay,
no problem, it's fine.
This is kind of embarrassing. Okay, so if you describe about the characters, first of all, you have to describe the name. Of course, it is important, and also you have to describe which occupation, that which job he's doing or whatever, and also the age. But age is not that important because you do not ask age to the strangers. Yeah, and you have to describe, most importantly is you have to describe the personality, because the key point to the book is the character's personality. So you have to focus on that, and you have to repeat for the other characters. So I'll say out one of the examples. That is a novel contains a variety of well-drawn characters, such as Tom, the stable boy who shows that moral views and compassions are more important than social position, and William, whose imagination and spirit and free spirit often cause tension between him and his traditional-minded father. So you have to describe the main character. You do not describe the side character, and you so. Okay. and also you have to like describe about a character who is left memorable in your mind, who left a very good impression or whatever. If you like describe a certain character, you have to like point out what points make the character more memorable. For example, like, do you relate to the situation of the characters, or do you just like sympathize him? Do you like understand the situation, or did that character like teach you a lesson or give you a moral in that story? So you have to relate to that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Neji will take the other parts. Thank you.
And so after describing about the characters in your book review, the next part is about memorable incident. So this is the most difficult part in the book review. And before you get into the exam, it is always a good idea to like prepare a suitable incident in your mind. And so let me tell you about some tips about how to make your choice. So first of all, remember that the reader may not be familiar, or the reader may not have read the novel you are reviewing. So the incident should have a relevance of its own. And the next one is, do not include reference to a large number of characters. As each character needs to be defined and it takes some time and space. So, and also it can make the reader confused because of too many characters. So for example, like Mary, Jack's younger sister, decided to take revenge on her stepsister. Jane, whose husband John is but Mac. Like, this is so confusing and boring. And the last one is, do not refer to earlier events that the reader will not be aware of. So the sentence like, James wants to help Rachel because of what her father had said or done to him. So about the sentence, you have to make sure that the reader knows what it was that Rachel's father had said or done to James. Or not, you will need to explain it later in the paragraph. So it will take some time, or you won't get any spare time in the exam. So to begin this section, you can start with phrases like, one of the most memorable moments in the novel was one, or I think one of the best parts in the book is one. And lastly, the last part is about recommendations. So in this final paragraph, you should give your overall opinion of the book and support your opinion. So instead of giving general comments like, it was a nice book, you should read this book, I like the book, you should like give a voice, like you should describe what kind of the book, what type of the book was. Like, is it romantic or like drama or a fiction? And you have to mention like, why do you think the book is suitable, or what type of group, like, is it suitable for teenagers or is it for all age groups? And you can say like, anyone with a, if you're describing about a adventurous book, you can say like, anyone with a taste for adventure would certainly enjoy the first moving action of blah blah blah, or the use of imagination in this novel would definitely appeal to a wide range of ages. And lastly, you have to mention about what is the main point, what is the message of this book. Is it the message about the importance of friendship, or is it a power of love? So yes, this is all about the book review, and I hope you all understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, great. Yeah, so Tanda, I think book review is a little strange, and I think it will be a little strange to your friend. So can you sum up all the points?
Am I supposed?
Yes.
So if I have to sum up the point, the first of all, the most important is you have to write the heading by writing the author and the title. And don't forget to underline it. That's the first one. And later, an introduction. For introduction, the important points are title and author and genre and the place and time. Those five are the most important thing. And the next one, the paragraph one. Paragraph one is about the storyline. The storyline and
like a plot.
Pardon?
That's we call the plot.
Yes, the plot. And for that, keep in mind that you do not tell the story. Do not tell the story.
Yeah.
Just like
not narrative, right? Don't write like a narrative.
Yeah, you do not rewrite the whole book. You do not have time for it, so you just review it. Okay.
Okay, just the plot.
Yes, and the paragraph two, the characters. The characters are you have to describe their name, their personalities, their age, what is their job or some sort of like that. And another thing for character is you can write a certain character that you can relate to, which is left memorable in your mind. And the third one is the paragraph 3, which is about memorable incident, like which is left in your mind. It's the same as the character, but like it's the incident, like which work. Okay. Which incident left you memorable? Is it about like a woman slipping or some sort of thing? Yeah. And the last one, paragraph 4, this is like the most important out of book reviews because it is recommendation. Book review is all about recommendation. So for recommendation, you do not say I like this book is nice, blah blah blah. It is just too boring. So you have to like describe it with your passion. How do you like this book? How is this book? Like if you read while you were reading, like how do you feel? You have to describe it, and you also have to like write the message of the story.
Take it easy. Okay.
You have to write the message of the story, which is like the moral, the lessons they give you.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that is all. Okay.
Hey, thank you so much. Let's give applause again.
Thank you.
Yeah, because if you sum up all the data, all the information, your friends can catch it at the same time, right? Because
do I speak too fast? No, right?
No, not too fast. Okay, because writing book review is a little difficult. A little difficult means that what the one thing is writing a plot. Okay, so as Danta suggested, if you write a plot, a plot is like a, how should I say that, the background. No, how should I say that? Like a summary. Okay, I don't want to use a summary because you always hear summary all the time, right? That's why I want to change a plot, right? So when you write a plot should be like there were once upon a time only that there was an old man and he has a daughter and blah blah blah, and then finally the girl owned happy ever after, like that. Okay.
Yeah. One more thing about the plot is like, while writing the plot or the storyline, like you have to leave the point, which is so important, like a plot twist. You have to leave that out so that the reader might be more interested in reading that book. Like you have to leave out the plot twist. So yeah.
You mean that the climax?
Yeah, the climax part, which is like very interesting. Like you have to like make the book very like mysterious or something like that. Yeah, so that it will be interesting.
Okay, you mean that with the implying?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you. Is there any question for book reviews? No more. Right. So I think I have already sent a song to you because I think today you have to read a lot of pages, right? So let's relax by listening to songs. Do you want to, or keep on discussing? No, say no.
Oh, that is like one of my favorite song, I have to say.
Yes. Okay.
It is really good to listen.
Okay. I think some of you haven't done yet, right? Okay, so now let's do it. It takes only 3 minutes. Okay, let's take relax, but don't fall asleep. Okay, just relax. Okay, later when we will discuss about what are the, we will discuss, okay, I don't do anything, I don't say anything, just only relax it. Right. Okay, yes. Yeah, take your time, take 3 minutes to relax.